What is up, everyone? Gamer Live Studio here, back at it with another off the top video. And today we're going to be talking about and discussing about the Xbox and Microsoft price increase on their consoles, their accessories, and even their games are getting a bump up from $70 to $80. And I know what everybody else is saying. This shit is fucking crazy. I know. This shit is fucking crazy. But before we get started with the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get into the video itself, because like again, this is not really surprising or shocking for me. Okay? This is a business, and what businessmen do, they're out here to competition, they're out here to make some money, right? Let's start with the timeline here. Okay, let's start with the timeline. With the whole pandemic and stuff like that happened, right? Sony came out, raised the prices from $60 games to $70 games, right? And they raised the prices on their PS Plus. There was a bunch of things they raised, right? They came out here, off the gate, did that. Nintendo followed suit, saying, yep, we're gonna raise our prices from $60 games to $70 games, right? And then who came after that? Xbox has done the same, raised the prices from $60 games to $70 games, right? And now we are going to step into the next console generation, and Nintendo has set the price from $70, and they raised the price to $80 with Mario Kart. Okay, Mario Kart World. So they raised the price again. And then now we see, Xbox and Microsoft is in line with that, and they're going to raise their prices of their first party games later on this holiday season to $70 to $80. And we already know who's going to be following suit, because trust me, PlayStation will be following suit right after. So don't be surprised when PlayStation said, our games is going to be now will cost $80. All right, they're not going to miss out on that bandwagon. Okay, we know how these corporations is going to work here, and I said this plenty of times. These corporations are not your friends. Yes, I know for myself that I'm an Xbox fan. I know that. But at the end of the day, I always say, these corporations are not your friends. They're out here to do what? They're out here to do business. They're out here to make money off of me as a consumer. What can I do as a consumer to not fall into the trap? It's simple. Don't support these fucking consoles. It's just that simple. That's what I do. I don't support it. Okay? It is what it is, look, this right here is not shocking. I'm not really sweating about it, worried about it, right? We can go down here, we can check out the prices. Nasty work. I can already tell you right now that Sony is probably going to be raising their console prices too. Yes, they will. They will. And not later. They're gonna say, "Yo, we're gonna get this money." Yep. Look at this. This is crazy. Now, we get the timeline thing. How does it all happen? Now, my thing is, right. For me, I was listening to a lot of YouTubers, getting their, hearing their opinions, and I talked about this with one of my friends at the job, Raphael. Shout out to you. We was just bouncing back and forth, here and there, this and that, right? Just to get a few ideas off. Now, for me, I'm not sweating about it because, like, again, in my personal situation, I already have a PC. I already have Game Pass, and I already got a Steam. I'm all set. I'm perfectly fine. I'm sitting good. I did that a long time ago, right? This is like before even next generation console, the Xbox Series S and X. I did it on the Xbox One S and the One X. during that generation of the tail end of that. I left that generation and went to fully on to PC. That's what I did. So personally, for me, I'm perfectly fine. This has no effect for me. Now, for a lot of people out there that are like, you know, frustrated or whatever, you got to look at it like this. Look, corporations and these businesses, no matter what it is, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever, they are not your friends. However, what you can do as a consumer is to do what? Learn how to take advantage of the situation. You got to learn how to take advantage of the situation, right? So let me go speak from a perspective of, let's just say you already have this console, right? Let's say you already have the Xbox Series X or S right now. If you already have this, then you're perfectly fine. It's not going to affect you, other than the fact that the game's pricing, right, has increased to what, $80, right? So the game prices for first party games later on this year is going to increase to $80. But again, it's only going to increase for really third party games for $80. If you already have Game Pass and you already have an Xbox, then you're perfectly fine. Because you don't have to waste money spending on $80 while first party games day and date is already in Game Pass. Like, again, you gotta learn like this. You know how I learned this? Because I don't give a fuck who these people are on YouTube and what they say and this and that and the third. Fuck them. Okay? Fuck them. They're not your friends, okay? Just because they dropping $80, that don't mean that you should be a fucking sheep to drop down fucking $80. Okay? Don't be a sheep. We got too many sheeps out here on this YouTube, on this channel already. There's too many sheeps. Too many shills are defending corporation. Like, again, I'm an Xbox fan, but you don't see me just like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep dropping money for Xbox. I'm gonna keep on, you know, buying their consoles and putting myself out of debt. That's not what I'm about. I don't give a fuck about if it was my friend or whoever, family, somebody on. Fuck them. This is about you in the situation that you're in, and you have to learn, how do I take advantage of the situation? You know? That's how you gotta think. Don't be mad and upset and cry about, like, oh shit, they're raising prices, oh no. You gotta learn to say, okay, what do I need to do in order for me to take advantage of the situation? Right? Like for example, like people that already owns a Nintendo Switch, like right now, like they own the Switch. Okay? People who owns the Switch and they seen the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal, they seen the prices, right? They seen the whole key card thing and stuff like that. And if they don't like what they see, then guess what? They're taking advantage of the situation by doing what? By not buying the Nintendo Switch 2. It's just that simple. Just hold on to your original Switch. Ride that out, and then you can maybe go to a different platform. That's what you're going to have to do. Sometimes it's called migrating. You got to migrate to shit. You got to go to different things, right? Or you got to start learning about other console. What can I do? Or maybe need to make a switch, saying maybe the Switch is good, cool, but the Switch 2 ain't for me, and they're charging me this and this and this. Then maybe it's time for me to get a Steam Deck, a Rogue Ally. You know, sometimes you got to learn how to migrate, move on, and do something else. It is what it is, right? If you want to show, you know, a company or a corporation that I'm not putting up with your garbage, then, you know, hey, you got to move on. You got to do something different, right? That goes across all platforms, and that's including PlayStation 5. Don't think PlayStation 5 is like, oh man, that's the best console ever. Because the only thing that they're going to be saying is, well, PlayStation got first party games. Now they got Xbox games now. Now they got everything. They got everything, right? They got everything. But then when I point this out, imagine this game, and this game was all $80. Let's say they have Morrowind, $80. Call of Duty, the next one, $80. Forza Horizon 6, $80. And it's on your platform. Are you going to pay for all $80 and including all of PlayStation first party games? For some people will be yes. Mostly for other people will be fuck no. Hell no. You got to learn how to take advantage of situations, and you got to learn about the value. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, if we get the calculator out here right now, and I already see why that PlayStation, Xbox is doing this, it's because that they're taking advantage off of the PlayStation storefront. They're taking advantage of the PlayStation player base that has 75 million consoles. But we all know those are just a bunch of sheeps, because they are willing to just drop money, boom, 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 boom. They don't care. If they see a fun game like Forza Horizon open world, they're dropping $80. Shit, they're dropping it for $60. Imagine Forza Horizon 6. They'll definitely drop it for $80. That's not going to stop them. They will drop it for $80. If they did another remake for Oblivion, Morrowind remastered, or Morrowind remake, right, from the original Xbox, bro, you can imagine that they'll drop $80. Easy. Boom. Gonna have to get the calculator out here. Shit, we pull out that calculator, bro. Like, oh yeah, PlayStation is getting all these games, right? Well, let's say like this. So $80, right? For all of these PlayStation, Microsoft first party games, which we already see like 3, but let's just say they had like 5 of them. That'd be crazy. So we can do 80 times it by 5. That's $400. Just 5 games, $80, $400. And let's not forget PlayStation first party games, right? We'll double that. So let's just say they cost $80 too. So we'll just do it like this. Times it by 2. That's $800. 5 games. That's 10 games. $800. $80 a pop. It sounds wonderful to have PlayStation and also fucking Microsoft fucking games, but it doesn't sound too good when you're spending money, right? You're dropping $80 a game. That's $800 fucking dollars. $800. That's just you buying games. That's not even including adding in for PlayStation Plus to play on online games. And what? That's like $100 and something a year. So plus another $100. $900. We're almost there to $1,000. That's just 1 year. Year 2, that's 2,000. That's like about another $1,000, and then plus another 2-3 more games. 1,000 and what, bro? You have to understand. You have to understand that this right here, it may sound like you're getting the best value, but if each of these games were to cost $80 fucking dollars a pop, just 5 games by itself, it's literally $400. And then you put another 5 more games on fucking that. Even let's just put it like this. Let's say 5 games was too much. Let's say on average, people buy like at least between 2 games per year. So even just 2 games of each. So let's say $80 times it by 2. 80 times 2, $160. $160 times it by 2, because of PlayStation title games, that's still a lot of money. $320? Shit, man. And then don't forget, you gotta pay online too. So that's like $100 for one whole year. Wait, shoot. I'll do it like this. 320 plus $100. $420. That's just 1 year. Imagine next year you're just buying the same 2 games. So we do it next year. So we're gonna times it by 2 again. $840. That was year 1. Now we're in year 2. $840 fucking dollars. I told you, man. It may sound like it's all good for PlayStation. It does not sound all good at all. It does not sound good. Like, again, I don't condone, like, again, you know, price hikes. I don't defend corporations and stuff like that. It is what it is. This is what they're doing. They're here to make some fucking money. Right? But it's up to us as consumers. What can we do? Which is taking advantage of stuff, learning how to do that, and learning what, you know, the value. We got to look at the values, right? Because soon we're going to start picking and choosing our games wisely. And it's already starting. With this happening, and we know PlayStation coming up, it's going to happen. And what I mean by taking advantage, like, again, think about it. Look, put it like this way. If you already have the console, then you're perfectly fine. This doesn't affect you because you're going to use Game Pass anyway. And if you want to spend 1 or 2 $80 games, it's not going to kill you because you already got Game Pass that you're paying per month, right? So if we, like, again, we can do that math right here, right now, to show you. So Game Pass per month, let's just say on console, right? You got Ultimate because you want to play Call of Duty. So that's $20 a month. Times it by 12. 12 months, that's 1 year. $240. And you're getting between what? 3 to 4, 5 exclusive title games? And third party and second party deal? So let's do the math. So if we already got that on Game Pass, right? Let's say we brought those games on Game Pass. So let's just say there was 3 games that we could have got Game Pass for, right? And let's say those was like $80 a pop. 80 times 3, that's 240. Right? But remember, you know, there's other deals too, because there's other third-party games we do want to play. So we times it by 2 again. So like another 3 games, times it by 2. $480. That's without Game Pass. That's just you saying, I'm going to buy these games outright. That's insane. $480? That's what we got Game Pass for. Because if Game Pass was what? $240. So we already got Game Pass. We're paying that per month. And we're not spending $480. So we're minusing $240. So basically all we're really spending is 3 games, which is $240. If we spend the same three first party games outside of Game Pass plus other games like third party games, that's $480. We're already saving money because we already got Game Pass and we can play the game, beat it, and it's done. We can move on to something else and it's going to be there forever. It's not going to leave off the store and you can still buy it. Like, again, you see the situation that I'm in, right? I'm on PC, right? So since I'm on PC, right? Boom. Right? Since I'm on PC, right? I'm only paying $11.99 per month. So that's like what, $12 a month? So $12 per month. So $12 times it by 12. $144. And let's say these games that I have downloaded, let's say this game, and this one, right? Even though we know the price for this is like $50, but let's just say, hypothetically speaking, these was all like $80 games right now, first party games, and including this game, Borderlands. It's a third party game, $80. This is without Game Pass, without it. If we was to do the same math, this is me only spending $144 out of all these games right here that are like $80 a pop. So 1 year I'm spending $144 on PC. I'm getting these games. Now let's say each of those games was $80. $80 times it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Times it by 5. That's $400. So $400 minus 144, $256 I'm saving. So I'm saving $256 on Game Pass on PC, and I'm only paying $11.99 per month. You see what I'm saying? You got to learn how to take advantage of the situation. See, a lot of people are always like crying, complaining, gotta point the finger, blaming, oh, it's tariff, oh, it's this, it's the president, it's market, it's blah, 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 all this bullshit, right? Like, it's just bullshit. We already know it is, right? So, again, you got no control over it, and I don't have no control over it. The only thing you have control is that, what can I do to take advantage of the situation? How can I save money, the shit that is going on right now? Well, all thanks to, again, Xbox increasing the console prices, right? They're increasing it, right? Pay attention to this. Xbox and Microsoft and global reveal global pricing increase for consoles, right? Now, if you already have a console and you're like, shit, this console got more expensive and blah, blah, right? And if you already have it, right, and you see the prices down here, see, this is where you got to start thinking about it and taking advantage of it. Got to take advantage of it. What am I talking about? Look at it like this. If this is the price right now, currently at Best Buy, right? And this is like about $599, $600, right? So, you can do is that, oh, since the price of the console, like getting a brand new one, has increased, guess what? The used market is not going to decrease. It's going to increase, but it's going to be right underneath. Think about it. You brought the console at fucking launch. You know what you can do to take advantage of that shit? I'm trying to school you on how to take advantage of fucking shit. I'm trying to make you think about it. The prices has increased. Guess what? Now, when you go on here, look at this. Best Buy, you $4.99. Like, if you get the used market or you sell it in the used marketplace, right? Sell it used, you can basically make your money back and then some. If you bought the console at launch for $500, and then the value of the console, brand new has increased to $600, so now you're not selling it at a loss. Even though it's used, you're not going to sell it at a loss. Now that shit has increased a bump up. So now you don't have to sell the console at $400. You can sell that bitch at $500, right where it is, and then just offer here's like maybe like 5-6 games, and then on top of that say, hey, I offer you 3 months of Game Pass. This has never been scratched off, and you can use that as well for $500. For somebody out there, instead of them going out there to the store buying this shit for $600, they're like, wait a minute. I can get this with the 1 terabyte and everything else, but I don't have to pay $600 plus a game for 80. I can go buy it used for 500. They'll give me 5 fucking games, and on top of that, they're giving me 3 months of Game Pass. Fuck it, I'm gonna buy it used than buying it brand new. It makes sense. And guess what? You that already has owned that console, you're ready to sell it. Now you made all of your money back. It's a wash. You didn't lose any money. You basically made your money back. This is what I'm talking about. Taking advantage of the situation. Now that you made your money back and you got your $500 back, then you can do what? Oh yeah, I can put it on. I can save up more money and then put it down on what? I could put it down on a PC. I could put it down on a laptop. I could put it down on other devices, right? Because remember, right? Whatchamacallit? Shoot. I'll do it right here. Because remember, Xbox is sitting here saying, look, you can play your games however you want, wherever you want. On PC, right? On a laptop, on consoles, on a TV, on a smart TV. So you don't necessarily need to buy a console. You don't need to. So if you want to say, I want to put it on a PC, you can. You want to put it on a laptop, you can. You want to put it on a, like a Rogue Ally, whatever, you can put that money towards that. Right? This is what I'm saying. Take advantage of the situation that you got it right now. I'm telling you, because after this, right? After this, with the whole used market thing, right? Because I guarantee you, all of these prices are going to get a bump up. They're going to get a bump up, which is crazy. So again, take advantage of it while you can. If you see it for $430, pick it up. If you're going to sell it, you can sell it at 500 or whatever the price is from the prices that they're raising. So if you're going to say, if you got this one right here, the Xbox Series S for 1 terabyte for $430, now you can sell it in the used marketplace for $380. Or whatever the original price was you could sell that back to the original price. And they will buy that over buying a brand new one. And you made your money back. So it's like a wash. It's done. You didn't lose anything. The console didn't devalue. That's what I'm sitting there saying. You gotta learn and think how to take advantage of the situation. That's what you do. Now, let's say I'm speaking from a perspective of, okay, you're not planning on selling it or whatever, right? Or you're like a newcomer. Let's say you was a newcomer coming in, right? And you're looking across on all these platforms, right? Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox, right? And these are the type of people that are not really willing to jump into PC. They're not really going right away to PC, but at the same time, they know they can't afford each of these consoles, right? They're expensive now. You can't afford each of these consoles. So this is where I'm saying, okay, you got to take advantage of it, but you also got to understand about the value of it. What the value of this console, what can I do with it? That's the thing. A lot of people can sit there and say, look, games and exclusive, look, that's cute and stuff. That's real cute. But nobody cares, okay? When you get older like me, I don't care about exclusive, right? Because third party has already proven that's all I need. They got games on there that are way better than some of PlayStation exclusive title games. And sometimes it's even better than even Xbox games. Right? But the thing is, the question is, what can I do with an Xbox Series S and X console? What can I do? what is the value that is there, right? I know a lot of people will say, well, Game Pass. Well, Game Pass is not the end-all be-all. It's really not. Because like I said before, right? We was talking about how all of these games was like $80 a fucking pop, right? Nintendo, right? PlayStation is going to do the same, and now Xbox. So we know all these games are like $80 a pop. But what I'm saying is, what can I do with this console? You know what you can do? Look, if you already have a Series S or X model, or the Series S is going to be digital, backwards compatibility, and the X, you got physical fucking media. Take advantage of this shit. Look at this. There's backwards compatibility for game library. Original Xbox 360 and the Xbox One games. So you can literally go down here, you could purchase these games physically, or if you have the game physically, or even digitally. You could even purchase these games digitally. I remember, because when I had a console before I sold it, I brought, I think it was Crimson Sky, if I'm not mistaken. They should have it on the list. So yeah, I brought Crimson Sky. I brought this game digitally. Downloaded, played it, and I enjoyed it. And it's only $10. And it's not even locked behind a subscription service. You want to know what's locked behind subscription service? Nintendo. You want to play all these old Nintendo Switch games and all this stuff, right? You want to play these? It's locked behind the emulators. Is locked behind a subscription service. You have to pay for this to play old games. You got to pay for it and play it. So if you want to whatever, you got to pay $20. $7.99, $3.99. That's crazy. You're paying for this for old games to get access to it, and they only in the library is limited. And right now with the Nintendo Switch 2, they charging you for upgrades for old games. And it's not only that, that's also PlayStation doing the same shit. They're charging you for upgrades, remakes and remasters. But then this is where it comes into play. If you already have these games, it's already is going to be enhanced. Look, both physical and digital, and many of these games receive enhancements on the Series X, including 4K resolution, increased frame rates, and faster loading times. So all these games has enhanced editions, and it's fucking free. You're not being charged for that. It's not locked behind a paywall. You don't have to pay every month. And it's not only just Xbox, OG Xbox 360 games, Xbox One games. Look at this. All these 360 games. Look, Red Dead Redemption 1, 360. If you already have that, the physical disc, or even you bought it digitally, that already has the enhanced additions to it for free. You're not being charged. And if you got the physical disc, all you have to do is just pop it into your Series X. If you got the digital version of this game, 360 game, you're already good. It's backwards compatible. You can go and play it right now. You know damn well you can't even on PlayStation, right? PlayStation 5. You know damn well you cannot put a PlayStation 1 disc and PlayStation 2 disc inside of your PlayStation 5. It just cannot work. You can't even do that. This is what I'm talking about. When you start to learn and understand the consoles and the things that you can fucking do, it's worth more than ever before. It's like, wait a minute, I don't have to be locked down by a subscription service to play old games like Nintendo or PlayStation. Xbox is giving me these old games digitally and physically. And if I get the physical disc, especially if you get the used physical disc, let me see, Red Dead. Yo, you can get them, and the shit went up too. But if you go on here, you find it for a good price, you can just buy the disc, and then you can just like pop it into your Xbox Series X model, pop it in there, and you may be able to play. You could find shit that is used. Look at this. You can just right here, the disc only. Boom. That's all you need. And you can get it, and then you can pop it in. It's crazy. So you can get the 360 version of it. That's the most craziest part. It's like, bro, there's shit that you can do to take advantage of the situation. And it's free. No paywall, no you have to, it's right here. You want to pay for it, you can pay for it and play it. Or you can find a used copy of it, get the game. If you got the disc version, pop it in there and you're good to go. And you can download and play the game with the free enhancements. You can't get that on PlayStation. PlayStation, you can't even put a PlayStation 1 disc. Hell, if they can, if you know damn well that even for old OG Xbox games, if you can put in this game right here, Elder Scrolls Morrowind 3, Morrowind, if you could put this game, the physical disc, into the fucking, oh my god, it's crazy. You can put that in there, or you can buy it at the store. It's not even locked behind a paywall. You can buy this right now. Hey, you want the Morrowind thing? Yeah, you can buy it. Or if you have the physical disc already, you can just pop it into your Xbox Series X. What? Oh shit, okay. And it's not that hard to find. This is what I'm talking about. Take advantage of the situation. Learning about all of these consoles, what their advantages are, is going to lead you to the right purchases. So all those people that already have a Series X right now, is still valuable. Hold on to that bitch. Because PlayStation is not doing nothing like this. Nowhere near like this. Putting an old disc, the old black disc, inside of your Series X is 10 times more valuable than that PlayStation fucking 5. Already. It's crazy. Shit. And you want to make things even worse? Here's something even worse. That even the Xbox Series S or X model, both of them, the emulation can be used on the Series X and S console, allowing you to play games from older console. While it's not officially supported, but you can install and run emulators using dev mode and using tools like RetroArch. So you know what that means? You know, and this is where you can fucking take advantage of it. Like, oh my god, a Great Guardian sees this and he starts to realize, holy shit, I can literally turn my fucking Xbox into a backwards compatibility box, and at the same time I have fucking Game Pass. It's like, what's the point in Nintendo fucking charging you. They're charging you $20 a month. $20 for N64 games. And their list of games is literally fucking small. It's not even that huge. You could turn your fucking Xbox into you could download all these emulator games. All the N64 games. A GameCube game can run on this shit. On the Series S and on the X, bro. It's this is what I'm telling you, like, you got to learn about taking advantage of the situation. Think about it. That's more value than even fucking PlayStation is offering you. PlayStation don't even offer you this. Look, if I put it right here, right? Can I install RetroArch emulation on my PlayStation 5? You see this answer? Fucking no. Because you know why? Because they lock it down. They lock it down. That's what they do. Jailbreaking also carries a risk of violating penalties and ban on online service. And you have to download an old firmware version. But yeah, here's Xbox. Yes, you can install RetroArch on the Series S and X, but it requires a few steps. It's only a few steps. Dev mode, installing RetroArch, setting it up, and getting it done, and then you're done. Then you're able to download all of these games. And you know how this is connected? Think about it like this. If I know that, let's say, Xbox doesn't offer emulation in the digital storefront, but let's say there was an Xbox game, but let's say it's not even on this list. Let's say it's not on the list. You know what you can do? Oh yeah, if I get dev mode and I'm only paying one time $20. $20 is a one-time fee. $20. Look at what Nintendo is charging you every fucking year. $20. They charging you every year for $20 to play their N64 online expansion pass bullshit membership. They're charging you on the Switch. They're charging you on the Switch $20. And then meanwhile, one-time fee for $20 in dev mode, and you can get all of these emulation games. Look at this shit. It's crazy. Look at the games that you can port over. Look at this. All of these old games you can play. This shit is insane. Look at this. I think that's even an N64 title right there. Look at this. An N64 title. That's crazy. 360. So if there was like a 360 game that you miss, let's say, like, again, this is about taking advantage of the situation. If you already have the console already, right? Before you planning on saying, oh, I should sell it and go get me on the PC, you know, like if you feel like, if you're not comfortable in jumping into PC yet, bro, take advantage of this shit. It's here. The backwards compatibility that Xbox is offering. And if you don't see the game on here, like again, we go on the 360. If you don't see a game on here on the 360 on this list, right? If you don't see it, then all you gotta do is just emulate it. You're paying a one-time fee for dev mode. Download RetroArch, and then you can say, okay, what ROMs do I need to get? Okay, I'm gonna get this retro mod arm. You know, start off with one. Boom. See how it works, and then it works, and then you're like, okay, now I can download a few other 360 title games, other Xbox OG Xbox games that is not on the list. That's called taking advantage of it. And you're not losing any of your profile. You can literally switch out of dev mode and you can still keep all of your games and your Game Pass stuff and your save files still intact. And you can switch it back and forth at any given time. This is what I'm talking about. Stop fucking following the sheeps. All these sheeps that are talking, man, motherfucker, they're gonna put your ass out of bit. They're gonna make your ass broke. They want to see you broke. Fuck them. Stop listening to them. Learn how to take advantage of the situation. Learn what the value of these consoles. What can I do? If Xbox is allowing me to do this shit without penalty, and I'm only paying a one-time fee, is better than being charged every fucking month of $20 for just their little itty-bitty N64 games. Bro, it's crazy. Look at this. Look it down here. I'm gonna highlight this right here because I know you probably missed this. Other emulations. Other emulations like Dual Station for PlayStation 1, XBSX2 for PlayStation 2, and whatever this is, PlayStation 3 for PlayStation 3 are also available. So that means PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 3 fucking games, emulation, that means you can play fucking God of War running on the fucking console. God of War 3 that is still trapped on the PlayStation fucking 3. We're in PlayStation 5 and they still can't get it out. But yet, Xbox is sitting there saying, oh yeah, we got death mode. We let you pay a one-time fee. It's only $20. And yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's not illegal, whatever. You pay for it. With no penalties? Bro, take advantage of it. What are you doing? Take advantage of it. They're charging you for fucking old games. And it's not just N64. Game Boy Advance, all this. Bro, the console that you already have, that you think that is not valuable. Oh, the Xbox console is not valuable. Bro, what you have right there in your own fucking house, it does 10 times better shit than what PlayStation is offering. But PlayStation offers new game. But keep it a buck here. You're getting Game Pass that's paying you $20 a month. You're getting a one-time fee for dev mode for $20. You don't have to keep paying that every single month. It's not like you're paying $40. One time, and then you can put all of your emulation games in here. So all those PlayStation games, yo, imagine this. Imagine next year, when we get into next console generation, you can already know that this list right here with PlayStation 3, imagine they're going to have a PlayStation 4 emulation. Take advantage of it while you can. This is what the fuck I'm saying. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. Take advantage of the situation. Learn the value of the console. If you already have this shit, hold on to this bitch. Hold on to this shit. This is great. Game Pass, and on top of that, you're playing old PlayStation 1, 2, 3 game emulation running on the Xbox Series S and X model, but not on PlayStation. My God. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. You see me, I'm on PC. You see the situation that I'm in, right? I'm taking advantage of it. I'm taking advantage of this shit. $11.99 per month. I don't have to pay for online. I'm not being charged to be played online. I've got all of these games downloaded and I can play it at any given time. And I still buy my games. And I'm on the Steam store. Look, bro. Easy, bam. Look at this. It's on sale. Controller support. Look at all the games that's on sale. $13. $30. Look at this. $30. $30. Forza Horizon 5. And I made a video not that long ago when I give Xbox credit where credit is due. They are paying $100 fucking for early access edition. Meanwhile, this game is on $30 on sale. This shit is crazy. And look at this. The premium edition is only $50 fucking dollars. $50. I swear to God. Swear to God. $50. Look at this. Standard. $60. $60. The premium edition on PC right now with controller support is only $50 fucking dollars on Steam. Premium edition, that's including all the DLC and everything. Standard edition, $60 fucking dollars. You're paying Microsoft $10 more while you could have took advantage and went on Steam and could have brought this fucking game. Or if you already have an Xbox Series S and X console already, you're already taking advantage of it because you're only paying $20 a month. And you could download this game and play it. You already have the access for it. Look at this. Premium edition, $100. This was on the top chart on PlayStation. It was on number 6 when I made that video. Go back to that video. This is crazy. This is what I'm telling you. Yes, corporation is not your fucking friend. But that doesn't mean that you can't take advantage of the situation. Take advantage of it. Don't fucking cry. Sit there and say, what can I do with this console? How can this console be a better value? Wait a minute. I didn't know the Series X I could do that. I didn't know I could play old PlayStation 1, 2, 3 games. Hell, after this video, I bet you Great Guardian would be like, wait a minute, my Xbox can play Siphon Filter? So if I download RetroArch and I'm already doing emulation, and if I learn about it, I can use my console as a emulation. And I can get all the Nintendo game, GameCube games. Imagine fitting all that shit inside of your Series X or S model. And you can switch it out of there and you can still play on Game Pass for $20 fucking dollars. And you're not paying for 80. Where are you getting that value on PlayStation? Where are you getting that value? This is what I'm telling you. Listen, when these prices go up and everything going up, you got to start thinking, what can I take advantage of? Where do I need to go? Do I need to go on PC? Yes, you can take advantage of it on PC. Save you even more money. If you're on console right now, and let's say you have a PlayStation 5 and they're fucking raping you, then it's time to migrate out of there and say, look, yo, I need a console that can do shit. Well, shit, Xbox, I didn't know Xbox can do all that shit. I didn't know I can download emulation games on there without any fucking penalty. I don't have to be charging fucking Nintendo and their little small bullshit library of their emulation games. I could download all the N64s, GameCube games, all of that shit with no problems. And run the game and have it configured on my fucking Xbox controller. That's the craziest part. Learn how to take advantage of shit. Learn the value of the console. What can I do with it? Can I do this? Can I do that? And if you can't, why are you holding on to it? Dropping $80 games is not a flex. Dropping $80 after $80 games is not a fucking flex. You know what a flex is? I'll tell you what a flex. I can do more shit and spend less money. That's a fucking flex. I'm telling you, these corporations are not your fucking friend. Xbox is not my friend. They're not my friend, but guess what I'm doing? I'm taking advantage of it while I can. That's what real gamers should be doing. Take advantage of it. Don't fucking sit there and cry about it and complain. That shit ain't gonna change. Fucking take advantage of it. And look at all these PlayStation fucking dummies still paying for this game for $100. Meanwhile, oh wait, I don't have to pay for $100 because it's already on here for $50 fucking dollars. That's half the price. Half the fucking price of the same game. The premium edition, and get all the DLC and everything included. Seriously. This is what I'm fucking saying. So, if you already have an Xbox Series S and X model, I'm letting you know right now. Hold on to that bitch. Hold on to it. Because it's worth something. It's worth more than PlayStation and Nintendo combined. It's worth. There is no comparison. Well, Nintendo brought new games. So? And guess what? All of their emulation, I can fucking put that shit on one console and play all of their fucking games without being fucking charged out of my ass. Companies are looking for money. They are looking for money, and you're being charged with this bullshit. One time for Xbox. All you have to do is like, oh, wait, I don't got a 360 game on here, but however, this is where I take advantage of it. Oh, wait, I can do backwards compatibility and I can do emulation. So that means if there's not a game on there that's available, all I have to do is just install RetroArch on there, pay a one-time fee for $20, which is fucking nothing, and you're not being charged every single month for $20. And you can go and find the fucking ROM, install RetroArch, find the fucking game and download it and put it onto your system. And you can put other games too. Look, PlayStation 2, 3. Bro, I can only imagine that you can even put in fucking GameCube. Look at this. Dolphin emulator. Look at this. You can put in a Dolphin emulator. Free open source Dolphin emulator. GameCube game. Wii games. Wii games. GameCube. N64. You can put that shit into this bitch. It's crazy. Look, NES, arcade games, arcade fighting games. If you like all the old school arcade fighting games, like arcade, like Tekken 3, Tekken 4 arcade games, Tekken 5 arcade games, you can literally download that shit right now, get a ROM, and put it on your fucking Xbox. Series X or S, it doesn't matter. It's going to run. Bro, it literally, the Xbox console has literally destroyed both of them, both Nintendo Switch 2 and fucking their PlayStation 5. It destroys it. You know how many people been crying and asking for PlayStation 3 games to not be streamed and be downloaded? They want it so bad. And now you can do that shit right now with Xbox. You can stream PlayStation 3 games running on your Xbox Series S. That is so called, it's underpowered, has no before, but you're running a PlayStation 3 game? Emulated? Playing God of War. That is still trapped on the PlayStation 3. And then when the years go on, guess what? You're gonna also see on this list PlayStation 4 emulation. And they probably already have it right now. PlayStation 4 emulation? Imagine that shit running on RetroArch. Like, bro, all the games is possible. Bloodborne running on a PlayStation 4 emulation, running Bloodborne. on your Xbox Series S and X console. You know how fucking wild that'll be? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like again, take advantage of the situation. It takes a few steps, but it's really not that hard. And there's videos to do it. Why are you not taking advantage of the situation? Why are you not? Take it. It's there. Stop being a fucking sheep, thinking like, oh yeah, you know, like I gotta listen to everybody else because, you know, the game is so great, you know, so it's so exclusively PlayStation 5. Like, look, none of these fucking companies care about you. Not PlayStation 5, not Xbox, and not fucking Nintendo. However, if you know that one of these consoles can take advantage over the other one and all the shit that you can do, fucking go get that shit. What the hell are you doing? Don't follow a sheep just like dropping $80 games. Stop following sheeps. You gotta be your own man. You gotta be your own person and say, look, man, I know my situation, I know my gaming stuff, but I need to start taking advantage of this shit. What can I do? This is exactly why. Because let's say like this. Let's say if I didn't have a PC, which console you think I'm gonna get? The console that I'm gonna get is the fucking Xbox. If I can do all of this shit right here, all of this shit, I'm taking advantage of it. I'm not gonna be a sheep worried about other motherfuckers. Bro, I'm taking advantage of it. If Xbox is offering me Game Pass for $20 a month, I'm taking advantage of it. If Xbox allows me to say, hey, if you got dev mode and you want to download RetroArch without no penalties, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. You pay dev mode, you want to download emulation games, go right ahead. That means any games. It doesn't have to be Xbox. So I can do PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, N64, Wii, GameCube. Shit, even the Wii U? Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, bro, like, if this console can let me do that, and having it, then I'm Gucci. What? This is not a it's a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer for me. This is gonna be like, yep, I'll get an Xbox. Oh, why you don't get a Nintendo Switch? Because the Nintendo Switch is fucking charging me for fucking games from a long time ago, and they're charging me every month. Meanwhile, if I get an Xbox, I only get charged one time, and I could put whatever fucking N64 games on there that I want. And guess what? I can put more, because their little list of bullshit ain't nothing to compare to the N64 list library, because there's other games too. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just sit here and not take advantage of it? I'm gonna just keep paying Nintendo for the rest of each and every year going into next generation. Keep paying them $20 for emulation game. I could have got this shit for free. Come on, now I'm not a fucking sheep. I'm here to take advantage. I'm not a sheep in a corporation. I'm here to take advantage of it. That's what I'm here for. Come on, man. Are you serious? It's ridiculous. It's crazy. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Again, I don't like price hikes. Nobody likes price hikes. I don't. Nobody don't. I don't like it. You don't like it. It is what it is, right? We have no control over that. As a consumer, as a customer, we don't got control over that. But what we can, and what we can control over is, what can we buy? What are some of the things that we can take advantage of things right now? Take advantage of situations. Look at the value of your Xbox. Look at the value of your console. Is it really worth paying every month? Is it? Like, because if these games keep on dropping $80 on PlayStation, it doesn't seem to me it's not valuable, right? If Xbox is dropping games day and date on Game Pass and they say, hey, you only have to pay $20, that's perfectly fine for me. And if I'm ready to buy the game, it's not the end of the world, because guess what? You can buy the fucking game. Everybody's like, oh my god, you can't buy games on Game Pass. Like, it's impossible. You can't. Yes, you can. Shut the fuck up. You can always buy this game. You can see it in the store. Look, boom, you can buy it right here and now. It's not that fucking hard. It's $40. You want to buy it? You can buy it. What the fuck? Like, even I brought games on here. Yeah, bro. Look, the games that I own. Look, I brought this game, this game, this game, this game, this game. I didn't brought Call of Duty. I don't know why it's here, but I did brought Forza Horizon 4 and 5 and Killer Instinct and Skyrim and Vampire Survivor and Shredder. And I brought this game to another copy on PC as well. So you can buy games. There is no excuse saying, oh, you can't buy games on Game Pass. You can fucking buy it, okay? It's a storefront. Take advantage of it. If you see it there, you like the game, you want to buy it, go right ahead. Or like, again, if you got Steam, you can buy the games on Steam. Okay? This is not an issue. It's not a problem. You can buy it. Like shit, you see in my library, I brought games. I brought it when it's on sale. Some games, yeah, I spent like $100 on Stalker 2. I spend money on that because I like the dev team and I like the world and everything that they're doing. Therefore, I'm just gonna give them my money. They deserve it. That's how I think. That's how I feel. But I didn't bought every single game $80, $100. Some games I waited for sales. I picked up Halo Master Chief Collection for like $10. I picked it up. Easy. Waited for a sale. Right? Pick up The Witcher 3. I waited for a sale. Picked it up for like $15. Like, hello? Like, I'm here to take advantage of shit. I'm not here to just keep plopping down fucking $80 games every single time on PlayStation. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck out of here. I'm looking after for myself, and that's what you should be doing too. And everyone else that's subscribed to my channel, you should be looking after yourself. Look after for yourself. Think about the situation that you're in. If you don't want to be on console, you're ready to move on PC, that's fine. Like, again, I showed you. You could take advantage of shit on PC. Yes, it's going to be expensive to get a PC because of the prices and stuff, but look at it, think about it like this. Think of it as an investment. It's an investment in the future. So once you get it, you take care of it, you don't have to fucking worry about it for the next 10 to 15 fucking years. And you're going to play all the AAA titles, AA titles just fine. Long as you set yourself in the expectations where you at. Like, look, my standard, 1080p 60. That's me. That's my standard playing games. 1080p 60. If it dips below 50, 40, I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to play games at fucking 720p, fucking 25 frames per second. I'm not doing that. Right? I set a standard. And if games are getting towards that point, then that means, okay, maybe it's been about 11, 12 years now. Maybe I need to upgrade some components. I'd much rather spend money on just upgrading one or two parts than trying to buy a whole new system. You got to think about it like it's an investment. Invest, and then in the long run, you don't have to worry about shit. Right? If you're looking at the console and you're like, look, I can't afford every console. What can I do with this console other than just exclusive title games? Other than that, what do they offer for me in value? Xbox is giving me Game Pass day and date. Am I getting that on PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Premium? The answer is no. I'm not getting day and date games. So all their first party games, I have to duck out $80. Meanwhile, on Xbox, if I got a console, I got Game Pass, I'm paying $20. I'm paying for Call of Duty, and if there's a first party game that I want to play and it's on their day and date, I don't have to pay $80 out of my fucking pocket. I'm going with that. What else can I do with the console? Shit. This console, I can do Backwards compatibility, they offer that. So if I got a physical disc of a game, I can pop it in there and it fucking works. Both digital and physical, and it's not locked behind a paywall. Can I do that on PlayStation? You see what I'm saying? Can I download RetroArch and all these retro games and everything? So even if let's say Xbox has their lineup of games, but in dev mode, all I have to do is just pay $20 one time, and if they don't got a game in that thing, I could download RetroArch, get that to work on the Xbox console, and then find the ROM and then get the emulation for that ROM and play it on my Xbox Series S and X. And on top of that, I can download other, emulation from other games like Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii. I can get PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games for free. And all I have to pay is a one-time fee, $20. Can I take a PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 disc and then just, put it into my PlayStation 5 console? I should be able to do that. But the answer is no, you can't. You can't do that. Can I get emulation on there at least? RetroArch or something I can get some type of emulation to run that? No, you can't. No, you can't. Xbox is the only console that's fucking doing it. It's crazy. Yes, shit got expensive. Shit went up. Nobody don't likes that. But this is where I'm sitting there saying you gotta think and say, what can I do with these consoles? Other than just, oh, I'm paying for exclusive title games. Or it's just Game Pass. They're giving me backwards compatibility and they're letting me put a physical disc from a long time ago inside of a console? What console is doing that? Who's doing that? Because I guarantee you, Nintendo Switch 2, they're fucking charging you for emulation. Meanwhile, Xbox is saying, here, pay one time $20. You want that N64s and all those games and then some? You can do that. What? Yeah, you could download all those N64 ROMs or Game Boy Advance games. You could download that. You don't have to wait for a list to update each and every year and they're being charged you for $20. $20. You can get that shit for free. What are you doing? That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Stop worrying about these fucking sheeps out here. Stop fucking worried about them and their little crying. Fuck their crying. Do you wake up and sit there and say, yo, I need to get me a console that can do some shit. It's crazy. I don't defend price hikes. I don't defend that. What I am sitting here saying is take advantage as a fucking customer. Do what you gotta do. Take advantage of it. You see me doing it? I'm taking advantage of it. Take advantage of it. What are you doing? That's all I gotta say. But hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.